everyone. I'm back to do my update on Savannah, her 5-week update. So she'll be 5 weeks tomorrow. Again, she's still doing really good. I think she's actually doing better. Last week was a little tough with her and the sleeping and crying all the time and wanting to be held. But this week was much better, and she was going to sleep regularly around 9 or 10 and sleeping till, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning, and then getting up every 3 hours from there. She did that pretty consistently this week, and she's now, we pretty much have her sleeping in her crib, which is really good. I didn't plan on doing that until probably she was 2 months, but I started it a little early. Her room is right next to ours, pretty much. I mean, it's really close, so I felt comfortable with it. And plus we have a monitor, and so she's not far, and I mean, as soon as she starts crying, one of us is up. But she's doing much better with that. Last week when I would put her in her crib, I mean, she'd have to be like sound asleep first, and she'd still usually wake up. But this week, she went in her crib. Sometimes she was awake and she'd fall asleep on her own. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. I was scared that we would get in some kind of bad routine of her in our bed or in our room, because when we first brought her home, she was sleeping right in our bed. We have a king-size bed, and Shane and I don't sleep together because somebody, him, is usually snoring. So one of us is usually in the guest room or on the couch. So anyway, it was usually her and I in the bed together in the very beginning. So, which I know is a bad habit to start. But anyway, we've got her in the crib, and that's where she's going to stay, and it's working, and she's sleeping much better. Beginning of this week, I took her off the breast milk. I've been talking a lot about breastfeeding and how I've been doing it, and it's been kind of a struggle for me, and she was so fussy, and it wasn't just like normal baby fussy to me. I felt like something like was bothering her, where she had an upset stomach. So I knew it was either, if that was the case, it was either the formula or the breast milk. And since the breastfeeding is such a pain in the butt for me, because I was pumping pretty much strictly, and I decided to let's stop that and let's see if she feels a little bit better, or seems to be better, and she has. Like I said, this week has been so much better. So I'm pretty much, I did the breastfeeding for a month. I wanted to do it longer if I could get her on. I wasn't able to, and pumping exclusively is really hard work when you're trying to do that and feed her. You're doing double the work. So, that's done. I still have to pump like once a day now. I slowly, like throughout the week, I've been pumping less and less. So that's good. And I'm sure probably by next week I'll be done with it altogether. I'm just, pumping and then just getting rid of the milk that I do get. So yeah, so she's doing really good. Like, I got her in her pretty little outfit today that we see. She's awake. She's got her pretty little headband on with a flower that's like as big as her head. But she looks so cute, and we went to the mall today and just, oh man, hold on, we got a pacifier situation here. Alright. I wiped it off. So, yeah, we went to the mall today and we just walked around, and she looked so cute. She slept the whole time. I just wanted to get out of the house. I haven't been out of the house really all week, and we just walked around. I got something to eat, and I went and got her birth certificate today, and all that good stuff. So, other than that, not much else to report. I talked about all that stuff. As far as I am concerned, I did finally weigh myself, which I forgot to talk about in last week's video, but I weighed myself on Mother's Day at my in-laws, and I was down 23 pounds. Did I talk about that or not? I don't think I did. but if I did, sorry. I was really excited about it, so maybe I did talk about it. But yeah, so I was down 23 pounds, and that was really exciting. I've never lost weight that quickly in my life. It took me almost a year to lose 25 pounds at one point, so that was really nice to see. In the exercise thing, I'm walking here and there. I'd like to eventually be walking, at least 1.5 to 3 miles every, day, or at least a few times a week. But it's kind of hard because getting a routine to schedule down with her, and like when Shane gets home, which would normally be when I would go on my walk, I'm so tired, and that's usually when I take a little nap, and we make, one of us makes dinners and the other sits with her, and once we get more of a routine down, I'll be able to get in my walks. But I did take her with me on a walk the other day, which was really nice, and I could tell that she enjoyed it. She just looked around, and she was awake the whole time. So, but she only lasted 1.5 miles, and then she got a little fussy, so I had to bring her in. But that was good. So yeah, the weight thing, I haven't been eating all that great. It's like, I don't know what it is, but ever since I've had her, my appetite is completely different. Like, nothing sounds good to me. It's really weird, and I'm an eater. And I've just been living off of cereal and sweets. I mean, I could eat sweets all day long, and I'd be perfectly fine with that, which is horrible. So I haven't been eating all that healthy, which was another reason why the whole breastfeeding thing I wasn't, all that into, because I knew that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as far as eating, and that's a big part of breastfeeding, is making sure that you're eating healthy so that she gets all those nutrients and everything. But so that's something else I have to work on with the exercises, get my eating back on track. And the last thing I want to talk about was work. I haven't talked about really my job at all, but I have decided that I'm not going to be going back to the hotel that I was working at. I am going to be going back to work. It's just going to be something different, and probably nights. So I'll probably go back to serving, or that's what I used to do before I started working. In doing administrative work, I served for many years. So I just want to make sure that she's not in any kind of daycare this early on, and that one of us is with her. So Shane's working days, I'll stay with her during the day, and then when he gets home, I'll work nights. And that's kind of the plan right now, and we'll see how that works out, and until things change. Hopefully by the end of this year for us. So that's that. That's this week's update, and we'll see you next week for Savannah's 6-week baby update. See you then. Bye.